The phrase commitment to excellence was Davis's own. Those were the words he lived by.
I want the Raiders to leave a legacy as the greatest organization ever been.
In 1963, at the age of 33, Davis was named head coach of the struggling Oakland Raiders of the American Football League. The team had won only one game the year before, but in his first year, Davis led the Raiders to a 10-4 record, one of the greatest single-season turnarounds in pro football history. 3 years later, in 1966, Davis was hired as the AFL's commissioner.
I didn't want to be the commissioner, but some people said that our league was teetering, if that's the right word, and wasn't sure if they were going to be able to continue on.
His plan was to wage a battle against his NFL counterpart, Pete Rozelle. Davis opened negotiations with a dozen NFL veterans. The possible exodus of these players caused the NFL to take the AFL seriously, and in June of 1966, the two leagues agreed to merge.
But I do know this, that we won the war, and they know it.
Davis returned to Oakland as the Raiders' managing general partner, but he and Rozelle would spar again when, in 1980, Davis tried to move the Raiders to Los Angeles without the commissioner's approval. 2 years of litigation followed, and Davis ultimately got his wish. He moved the Raiders to LA in 1982, only to return to Oakland after 13 seasons of disappointing profits.
I'm back before you again, and this time with guarded optimism to bring the Raiders back to Oakland.
Davis's Raiders may have been outsiders with a rebellious attitude, but they were also winners. Including the postseason between 1963 and 1985, Oakland won more games than any other team in pro football, 248. They reached 4 Super Bowls, winning 3 of them, living up to another famous Davis slogan, just win, baby.
Great